That was almost the whole song. So how are you? I'm very well, thank you.
Welcome back, Richard.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got me scared there.
I did?
I'm going to be playing music for a while. That's scary.
And then the global pandemic ratified the decision. Unburdened of their passengers, the taxis have all scattered. The hawkers move their tables out. They'll be selling no more leather. The Oslo Queen is set to sail. Down of the harbor. The slow waves keeping still in the dark of his container. With a blanket and a flashlight and a picture of his sweetheart. Rationing his batteries. Right now he can't resist her. Standing there with her long grilled hair and a Geuvara T-shirt. As the contents of his wanted show, his plans a little sketchy. $300 and the bad address of a cousin in Miami. In a couple months, with a little luck, he'll be wiring home. word he's yet to learn. Betrays him to the cameras. And he's somewhere in Dade County now. 6 weeks without a lawyer. And on the basis of the evidence, they could keep him there forever. And the guy with the Cuban accent says, "Do you recognize this picture?" There she is with her long brown hair and that Geuvara T-shirt. Thank you. Here's a new one. I will sing a few new ones today. Is it me, or has driving behavior south of the in the state of Maryland, basically, become a bit unruly? Is it just me?
They never knew how to drive.
Well, I don't know. I narrowly escaped a couple of things on the way down here.
They're
And
looking at the
decided to-
skydiving place.
What?
They're just stopping to look at the indoor skydiving place.
Right, and it was kind of interesting out there around 3 o'clock this afternoon. I don't know if any of the people who tried to kill me were any of you.
Not us, Richard.
This one's called Tactical. Hold on a second. such precision, a language on their own. I'm out here every morning, on my hands and knees. We are not afraid, the universe is ours. All our systems, floodlights on the yard. This much must be tactical. 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 Thank you. Now, see, listening to that song, you might think that there's some kind of, I don't know, extraterrestrial thing, like out there in the woods, like some sort of bad Netflix series or something, something out there in the mist or the fog or the water. That's not what's happening. I mean, because I didn't say what's actually happening. What's actually happening is, I like to play the song first and then play it, because if I tell you first, it just becomes a ridiculous song. But when we were, during the pandemic, my wife and I were at our house out on the Pampa. We would usually go, I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere. We would usually go for weekends and a couple months in the summer. It's not our primary residence. And but during the pandemic it was, and because the kids stayed at our apartment, so they had a little pod going there, and then my wife and I were in another pod, and that went on for 9 months, and so we were out there in the middle of nowhere, and depended on other people for a while to bring us food, because we weren't allowed into town, because they knew that I had arrived from New York, the town, it's a little tiny town. And they knew that I had arrived from New York, and they were terrified that I was going to bring the bad virus from New York. And they weren't totally wrong. I mean, I didn't, but I get it. But they went to kind of extreme measures. I'm thinking, well, it's okay, never mind. We won't open up that debate again. We had nice neighbors who brought us food. And but the foxes, there's a lot of critters out there. The foxes kind of freaked out at our constant presence, because they were used to us kind of coming and going, and then the place was theirs most of the time. But not during the pandemic. During the pandemic, we were there all the time in their territory, and they didn't like it at all. And they staged a campaign. It was an operation. Which was relentless and not effective, but that's only because we were forbidden to leave by. So every morning I had to go out and I had to basically clean up their manner of fighting with us. And one morning I was out there and my wife comes out with a cup of coffee and I'm on my hands and knees with a brush and a hose. And I said, honey, this much scat has to be tactical. And I went and wrote that down, and that's where that song came from. I'm in. But I fought on hard times. Long ago, I had my work. When I was in my prime, I gave it up and all for love. It was his career or mine. Jesus loved me, this I know. But why on earth did I ever let him go? He was always faithful, he was always kind. He walked off with his heart of mine. A love like this will come but once. This I do believe. I'll not see his light again as I breathe. And I'm sorry if I'm not a friend. I will never see how tenderness I shared with him became heresy. Jesus loved me, this I know. Why on earth did I ever let him go? He was always faithful, he was always kind. He walked off with this heart of mine. But I remember nights we spent whispering our creed, our rituals, our sacraments, the stars on our canopy. There beneath an olive tree, we offer up our plea. God's creation, innocent, his arms surrounding me. Jesus loves me, this I know. But why on earth did he ever have to go? He was always faithful, he was always kind. He walked off with this heart of mine. He was always faithful, he was always kind. He walked off with his heart of mine. Thank you. And also during the pandemic and ever since, I have become a cat person. I say that because if you only knew how completely not a cat person I was prior to the pandemic, I don't know, I don't know what happened. There was this little cat that just appeared, looking all needy and pathetic, cold in the wintertime, July, the southern hemisphere, sitting at the window looking at me. And I let her in. And I was a goner. So I immediately became I subscribed, or what's the word on Twitter? Not subscribe.
Followed.
Follow. Thank you. Thank you. I don't do Twitter anymore, so I've forgotten the lingo. I followed bodega cats. Spent a lot of time during the pandemic just checking out bodega cats. No idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Yes, we did.
You do?
We did.
Oh, yeah, they're fun. Guarding the bodegas of New York. Yeah.
What's her name?
Oh, thank you for asking.
Pictures?
Finally. Well, it depends because she's a farm cat, which means that she doesn't really live with us or with anyone. She kind of moves between houses out there on the pampa, and so she has a different name in every house. At one place, she's a he. And his name is Fleco, F-L-E-C-O. And at our place, she's a she, and she's called Clavelito, which means little carnation. Yeah. She's anything but a little carnation. She's a vicious, marauding predator. And then she's got another name somewhere else, but because of the gender issue, we've decided, my daughter and son have decided to go for a gender neutral name, and they just call it, instead of gatito or gatita, you know, boy girl, cat girl, they call her gatite. It's a thing in Argentina. I LCDs on trading floors, living rooms, appliance stores, LCDs, S&P, Moody's, and Fidelity. Somewhere there's an average Joe opening an envelope. Somewhere a retiree staring at a balance sheet. And high above without a sound, the satellites keep going round. Okay, here's another new one. This one you're not going to understand anything. You see? This is a song so specific to where I live that you really kind of have to live there to know what the hell I'm talking about. But luckily, it's got music too, so you can hang your hat on that. I've done that many a time with many a song. No idea what they're talking about, but it doesn't matter. But this one, I'll explain a few things. I mean, I played this for my kids, and they're like, "Oh yeah, right, that thing," and then they knew exactly what it was. But which isn't much. I mean, it's not like it's a great work of literature or anything. It's just a song about it's a song about a delivery, a moped delivery guy, of which there are many in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. And which is not remarkable in any way. I assume you have those here too?
Yes.
Right. Except they have cars, probably. Yeah. Or motorcycles, or bicycles, or whatever. But in Argentina, it's mopeds, or little motorcycles, or bicycles. A lot of guys on bicycles. But here's the thing you need to know: Buenos Aires is a grid. Absolutely, huge swaths of Buenos Aires are rectangles of precisely 1 hectare. That's 100 meters on each side, for dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of blocks in every direction, except the ocean and the river. And so there's all these intersections, these perpendicular intersections, and they're all one-way streets, right? So you got, at these intersections, there are no stop signs. None. And so what happens at each of these intersections, constantly, all day long, is a negotiation, a power struggle, a Hobbesian nightmare. And in which the powerful, meaning either buses or taxi cabs or just lunatics in cars, win, and pedestrians and people on bicycles and mopeds lose. And at every intersection, you kind of have to just size up your opponent and decide what you're going to do. And there's a lot of psyching involved. Momentum helps a lot. Just letting it be known that you're not stopping, that counts for something. But the mopeds are vulnerable. And there's so many of them. And they go out in all kinds of weather, especially in bad weather, because nobody wants to, go out, so that they'll order in and they'll deliver empanadas or deliver pizza or whatever. They'll deliver anything. And so this is about one such guy at one such intersection. And my office gives out onto such an intersection. And I've never seen anything really bad happen, but I've seen some stuff. And I've learned some Spanish. I have learned all kinds of words that I wouldn't normally have learned from my wife's polite family. Insults, epithets, people who are engaged in this struggle. I won't use any of them. All right, so this is called Progress and Mortar. Because it's not that much. There's a kind of pizza in Argentina which comes from Genova, Italy. Because Argentina is basically Genoa, Italy. Or Buenos Aires is basically Genoa, Italy. It's a combination of Genoa and Napoli, but it really is very similar. And there's the culture, the language. I mean, a lot of words in Argentine Spanish come from Genovese and come from Italian, but specifically Genovese. And a lot of the food. There's this one pizza called fulaceta or fulassa, which you can get in Genoa, which they also make in Argentina. It's the only other place in the world where they do it. So I mentioned that at the beginning. I mentioned empanadas, you know what those are. And then I mentioned the number one, the 113. The 113 is the bus that goes by our house. The mighty 113 bus. And I don't know if there's anything else in here, but sorry if it appears like I'm staring at you, but I'm looking at my lyrics here. Fugasa, one thing I didn't explain. I said el flaco. That means flaco means skinny, but that's what they call like young guys. Like it's like another word for like muchacho. They say el flaco. My son, half the world calls him el flaco. El flaco Shindell. And then in there also is the what might as well be the Argentine national motto, which is no pasa nada, which means what could happen. This is called Did I Hear It Wrong? Oh, I could go on.
All night. Hazel's outside. Hazel's out.
Balloon Man.
Nora.
That's it.
Do that later. Oh yeah, the Blue Man. Blue Man. That's a good one. That's a good one because yeah, I forgot this. I can't. But I'll do that one because that takes place the same corner I was just talking about with the moped guy. The Balloon Man used to walk up there.
Have they seen him yet?
Summer wind comes.
Look at Blue Man. Thank you.
Later.
A lot of variables going on up here.
Now I can go speak.
Got this parameter over here, and I got this parameter here, and I got parameters back here, and I got parameters out here. I'm standing outside on the balcony. Balloon Man is passing below, making his way to the park by the church. He goes where the little ones go. Balloon Man's a little bit ragged. His glasses are slightly askew. One lens is cracked, his shoes never match. He might have a screw loose or two. And you're so far away on the other side of the world. I just thought you should know the Balloon Man lives in it too. His rig is a marvel of equipoise. Leonardo might have decided. Bamboo for the wide horizontal, pine for the vertical rise. He's wearing a flag bearer's harness. He's holding the whole thing aloft. Balloons are eight. He's a one-man Thank you for asking for that one. I had forgotten about it.
What about cold absorbed water?
It's got some parameters that I cannot deal with. Good song though, but I don't have the instrument for it. I can't play this thing. But it's a good song. It's a good idea. Great idea. I've done this one in about a gazillion years. I need my lyrics closer for this one. I'm going to do one more here and then take a little break, and at which point you can buy drinks and food and CDs. There's CDs back there. I'm still selling them. I don't remember what happened with CDs. I don't know if people still buy them or not. I really have no idea. But I've got them. Just pick whatever you think they're worth. I have no idea. Back in 1942, it's part of a political tune. We were on manures in Louisiana, one night by the captain said you gotta ford the river. That's where it all began. Knee deep in the money, and the damn fool kept young. Push on. Sergeant said, "Sir, are you sure this I'll see you in 15 minutes. I guess.